The story begins when the world is called Cybertronian, namely the origin of race maximals with beast mode. Suddenly attacked by Unicron, the dark god who eats the planets in the universe, together with his loyal followers led by a cruel and invincible figure named Scourge, they are trying to get the greatest technology from the maximals, namely the transwarp key which can open portals to search space and time. Then to protect the Teen's warp key, the leader of the maximals named Apelink sacrificed himself so that the other maximals could escape and retrieve the transwarp key from the planet before Unicron devoured it. Prior to the destruction of the planet Cybertronian, Apelink gave his orders to Optimus Primal to lead the rest of their race, which fled to Earth.
Benefits of serving the almighty Unicron. No.
The scene shifts several thousand years later, precisely in 1994 in Brooklyn, New York. You can see a former United States military electronics expert named Noah Diaz, struggling to find work to support his family and pay for the treatment of his younger brother who cures malignant anemia. When pressed, Noah is persuaded by his friend Reek to steal a Porsche 911 that has been parked in a building for a long time. Then they plan to sell the car, but all of that turned out to be unexpected. After Noah managed to get into the car, it turned out that the car was an Autobot Mirage in disguise. And simultaneously, in a different place, a museum employee named Elena Wallace is studying an artifact of an ancient eagle statue that has the maximal symbol. Then Elena accidentally opened it and it turned out that the artifact was hidden inside, half of the transwarp key accidentally broken by Optimus Maximal. Then the transwarp key released a wave of energy which was detected by Optimus Prime, who then summoned the other Autobots. While contacted by Optimus Prime, Mirage is nearly stolen by Noah, who forces Noah to join the Autobots' mission to retrieve the transwarp key so they can use it to return to his home world, Cybertron. Unbeknownst to the Autobots, the waves emitted by the transwarp key managed to invite the Terracons led by the Scourge to arrive on Earth. Elena and Noah meet at the museum and are drawn into conflict when the Terracon attack the Autobots outside the museum. In that battle, Scourge kills Bumblebee and steals the transwarp key piece. Before Maximal Arizor arrived and kicked him out, Arizor then explains to the Autobots that the Maximals have been hiding on Earth for thousands of years, and splits the transwarp key in two to keep it from falling into Unicron's hands, but one of the remaining pieces is nowhere to be found now. Elena, who has recorded several clues, thinks that half of the missing key may currently be in a hidden temple in Peru, South America. Hearing this, Optimus Prime, who really wanted to return to Cybertron, insisted on finding half of the hidden transwarp key, then sees the key part that has been taken by Terracon, so that he and the Autobots could use it to return to their planet Cybertron. They leave for Peru, using the Autobot Rattletrap cargo plane, named the Stratosphere, and while on the road Noah secretly invites Elena to destroy the transwarp key when they get it later. Noah does all that to keep Earth safe. In Peru, they meet the Autobot Wheeljack stationed there, who then leads them to an ancient temple located in a secret cave that leads to the jungle. But when he managed to open the stone chest where the transwarp key was stored, it turned out that the key was missing. Unknowingly, the Terracon led by the Scourge have been stalking the Autobots and others. They attack once more, and the battle ends with the Scourge damaging the Arizor with Unicron dark energy. After escaping from Terracona's pursuit, the Autobots encounter Optimus Primal and the other Maximals, who explain that they have hidden the second part of the key and entrusting it to the human tribe who had cooperated with them for generations for thousands of years. The Arizor that was attacked by Scourge made him uncontrollable, because he was hit by Unicron's power, which then told them where they were hiding. The Terracon attacked the Autobots and Maximals, and a fierce battle ensued between them. Optimus Primal gives the remaining transwarp key to Elena and Noah, then orders them both to run. Then Noah, who had planned to destroy the transwarp key, immediately got ready with his weapon. But Optimus Prime managed to convince him not to do that. And Elena immediately took the key, but suddenly Arizor came and immediately took Elena. Arizor, who is under the influence of Unicron's power, goes out of control and almost kills Elena. Due to an urgent situation, Optimus Primal is forced to kill Arizor to save Elena. The Scourge, who managed to steal the transwarp key, then put the two parts back together and built a tower atop the volcano which would be used to open a portal above Earth where Unicron would soon arrive. At a critical moment where the destruction of Earth and Cybertron is imminent, there is only one way to thwart it all, namely entering the cancellation code so that the transwarp key stops working. Finally, Optimus Prime and Noah agree to work together to defeat Unicron's evil forces. They also devised a strategy to get to the tower, namely Elena and Noah, headed to the control tower through the hole under the bridge, so they could access the Transrap key control and then entered the cancellation code. Meanwhile, the Autobots and Maximals fight the Terracons led by Scourge. In the battle, Mirage is badly injured by the Scourge but transforms his damaged body into powered armor, which Noah then wears so they can fight together.
Apartment 2C, Brooklyn, New York.
Yo, Scourge!
Meanwhile, due to the immense energy power released by the Transrap key, he manages to activate the energon deposit beneath the valley where Bumblebee is, the one that brought Bumblebee back from the dead. Bumblebee's awakening is able to turn the tide of the battle. The Autobots and Maximals, who were initially suppressed by the Terracons, are now starting to turn things around. And Elena, who had experienced problems, was finally able to enter the code to deactivate the Transrap lock. Meanwhile, in a one-on-one duel, Optimus Prime is finally able to defeat and kill Scourge, but before he died, Scourge managed to destroy the Transrap key's control console, which makes it unable to be turned off. And the only way to disable it is to destroy the Transrap lock. Under these circumstances, Optimus Prime took the step of sacrificing himself in order to protect the destruction of Earth and the universe by Unicron's power. Optimus Prime then destroys the Transrap key and collapses the dimensional portal Unicron is currently entering, but Optimus Prime has to be sucked into the vortex hole. Fortunately, Noah, an Optimus Primal can, saves him from the pit, which then explodes. Due to the Transrap key being destroyed, the Autobots are unable to return to Cybertron, and with that they then declared Earth as their new home and swore to protect it with the Maximals. And we come to the end of the film, where it is shown that Elena gets credit for finding a 5,000-year-old temple in Peru. When Noah attends an interview for his new job as security, it turns out that he was actually invited to join a secret government organization called G.I. Joe. And in a mid-credit scene, Noah manages to repair the Mirage using used Porsche parts from Reek, who later learns the car is a Transformer.
Yeah! Your boy!
Of all the plots of the Transformers Rise of the Beast film, what makes me really happy is the time setting of this film, which takes place in 1994, which means the time setting is the time setting before the Autobots met Sam Witwicky in the Transformers film, which was first released in 2007. That means fans of the Transformers franchise must have guessed and maybe already have an idea of what the sequel to this film will be like. It will definitely be much more exciting, because most likely in the next film the possibility of the storyline where Autobot will meet Sam Witwicky will be very large, because I think Sam Witwicky's Transformers sequel is the best as long as this franchise lasts, and hopefully everything can come true.